Yes.
Excellent. Welcome everybody for our February General Assembly. We will get started. The first thing is our community values. Please agree to the following community values: respect for the right, differences, and dignities of other, honesty and integrity in dealing with all members of the community, and most importantly, being accountable for your personal behavior. Today on the agenda, we're going to do a short welcome. We're not going to have a committee voting. We're going to postpone that to next month because we have some constitutional changes that we're going to work on and talk amongst as a board and then present to you guys. We're going to have the director updates. We're not going to have an open discussion just because we have 2 questions that came in that Nutella will answer. And then we will go straight to the club presidents. All right, this used to be our board. This is what we started with very earlier on in last year. We had some new deputies that came in, and I just wanted to say congratulations. Welcome to HESA. As mentioned before, we will not be doing any voting at this time on anything substantial. We still have to vote on our previous club affairs role, but that will be next month. Here's the agenda. Okay, president updates. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the extension studies piece. I made a statement on the Crimson saying that it's wrong to label people, and I still hold that. I think that for anybody to label anybody in any form is just wrong and unethical and unjust. And so just in reflection, I wanted to say that, we as the board completely disagree with the current naming of the extension studies. We all have our own, most of us ran on that platform, and I'm so glad that a lot of us got to speak at the Crimson and kind of share our thoughts on extension studies. The second point is HGC President Circle. We're meeting again. It's just the presidents of the 12 schools. We will be having a meeting with President Bacow. But if you have something you'd like to work on, for example, if you need somebody from Hugsy or the School of Engineering, I talk to these people often. I'd be happy to connect you if you want to talk to the other presidents or other schools. And then the third point I wanted to talk about is the Harvard alumni elections, which is very important. It goes back to the extension studies part. Please, if you are a Harvard alumni, Harvard Extension alumni or degree holder, please run for elections. I'm very disappointed to see that this year, none of the extension school nominees are not extension affiliated, and that really upsets me as an extension student. I would really hope that our alumni run for office and get elected, but nevertheless, there's an election going on. If you're a degree holder, you're gonna vote early April. Please vote for people who support our values, our mission. If a candidate wants to remove extension studies, please let us know as well. We would like to see as a board, if we can help out, we'll take a vote. Maybe we can sponsor them that this candidate does remove extension studies, but of course, pending board approval. So please, if you're an alumni, please vote. One more update is about deputies. We've halted our deputy hiring just because our session is almost over. We have 2 months left and we have a lot to focus on. So we will not be hiring any more deputies or coordinators. But if you do want to get involved in HESA, we have an election, I believe, coming up. We'll have more updates in the next few months. You can run for president or director and so on and so forth. And then finally, my email is here. So if you'd like to send me an email, you have some thoughts, send me an email and we'll chat. Moving on to director updates with Director of Finance, Evan, who we need to mute.
Yes, I believe I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, first and foremost, thank you for those of you that have selected to attend today's meeting. It's nice to have everybody here today. The 2 points that I wanted to quickly speak to is number one, a partnership that's a work in progress. For those of you that attended the previous General Assembly, you may have heard me or remembered me mentioning a Smart Tribe partnership, and it's essentially an academic to industry professional networking and career development platform. Thus far, our board has had a chance to experience it, and there's been very good feedback from our board members thus far, given its functionality. And I'm currently collaborating with the firm's CEO with the desired outcome of hopefully getting all Harvard Extension School students access to a complimentary 3-month trial to this platform. So hopefully we can get that established and then sent out to the community. Secondly, and this is primarily Sylvia's, she's been the one putting tremendous work behind this, but I know as of recent, 2 events have been established with the HGAA and getting a partnership set up, and I believe we have 2 April events that are now scheduled, and I know Sylvia will be speaking to that in more detail. But I believe those are the updates that I have at this time.
Awesome. Thank you, Evan. Hi, everybody. My name is Sylvia Black. I am the Director of Events at HESA, for those of you who are unaware. First, I just want to say congratulations on the beginning of our spring term, and I hope everyone is doing well. So when we first started HESA, one of our strategic objectives were to elevate who we are between Harvard students and beyond. And that really is just to strengthen the reputation of HESA and its community of students. One of the ways that we're doing that this spring term is hosting a women's professional development / kickoff event. And that's going to be Saturday, March 6th. Sorry. That'll be Saturday, March 6th. We have a guest speaker named Bonnie Lowe-Kramen. She's a leader on gender bias in the workforce and is working to end discrimination, close the wage gap between women and men, and break the cycle of workforce bullying. We will be continuing a fruitful discussion from an event that started with HGC's Friendsgiving event, where Bonnie was invited to speak and host an intimate group of students from all 12 schools on this very same topic. The time is going to be conducive for international students to take part, and it will be held at noon. Registration is required in order for students to participate, so please visit the HESA website to register for the event, which will be again Saturday, March 6th. Another of our events that are coming up is a women's empowerment discussion, which is going to be held Saturday, March 13th. We have 2 guest speakers for this event: Natasha Hastings, an Olympic ward and US national champion of track and field. We also have Donna Frazier, who is also a 4-time Olympian and former 400-meter sprinter for Great Britain. She has a successful athletics career, which spanned over 20 years and was awarded the Order of the British Empire for services to equity, diversity, and inclusion in the workforce. She's also served as a trustee, advisor, and board member for multiple organizations. The discussions for this event will be focused on the Choose to Challenge campaign for Women's History Month, which challenges inequality, calls out bias, questions stereotypes, and helps forge an inclusive world. The time, again, is going to be conducive for international students to take part and will also be held at noon. But again, I urge students to register for this event. You will not receive the link to participate unless you are registered. And thirdly, we have HESA's 20th anniversary coming up on Friday, March 26th. HESA's 20-year anniversary is a significant milestone and opportunity to showcase the success of the HES program to the broader community and everything that has been achieved during these 2 decades. It's also an opportunity to highlight the future vision and direction of HESA. The live event celebration will be streamed so that students can take part who aren't able to be there physically. We're going to have a DJ, a host, alumni members of HESA will take part, as well as members of the DSO. Again, registration is open, so please visit HESA's website to register. Another of our strategic objectives were to connect with and develop our people. And this specifically relates to a number of events that we've had, not only in the past with events that were specifically geared towards parents, but events for Black History Month and our future events for Women's History Month. Coming up, what we have is an HEAA partnership which Evan alluded to earlier. We're going to be able to connect with HEAA in an event on April 6th and April 29th. Both events will allow students and alumni to connect from across the globe, and we'll also have specialized breakout rooms by programs of study to enable more of an intimate conversation. You'll have an opportunity to connect with students, current students, and alumni, boost your professional contacts, and expand your network. You'll also be able to learn from alumni and how they've positioned themselves for success post-graduation and share your HES experience. So these are some of the events that are coming up and right around the corner. We have more that we're working on, but right now these are the top events that are underway. But I, again, urge everyone to visit HESA's website to register for events so that you guys can take part.
Great, thank you, Sylvia. Basically, my job here as a director of communications, I create and mandate an open and honest space for all individuals to participate in. That being said, we do not discriminate against anyone. Anybody who is a part of the HES community is more than welcome to take part in our events, get to know us, get involved. You know, we love everybody, you know, anybody that wants to participate, feel free. All of the events that Sylvia just went over, I promote them, go through social media. Anytime you see a post online, 9 out of 10 times, that's for me. And build a better brand for all the students. You know, we really, you know, this year's been hard with the pandemic, you know, saying the least. We've had to, you know, we've been forced to put everything online. So, you know, it's been really hard just to promote ourselves and try to do everything through Zoom. But, you know, I think Sylvia's done a great job given the circumstances, and we're just going from there.
Hi, everybody. My name is Natala, and I'm Director of Student Affairs, bringing you the updates from my end. And first and foremost, thank you so much for joining this General Assembly. And I really wanted to welcome everybody to continue our discussion tomorrow, February 28th, Sunday, 11 o'clock, where myself and Jennifer, my deputy, is going to be sharing tips on how to overcome on a personal matter. Jennifer will be speaking on how to help students and overcome or deal with the continuation of COVID-19 effects. I hope it's going to be helpful. It's an open discussion. Please come in. Everybody and anybody is welcome. The only thing that we ever ask is to be respectful to other students on the sensitive matters that could be discussed during this event. Apart from that, everybody is welcome. I hope to see you there on Sunday, 11 o'clock. I would encourage everybody to register on HESA website for this particular event to make sure that you receive the link to this event also, so we can regulate the number of people and it's pleasant for everybody to attend. I would also encourage for other HESA events to go ahead and register on the website. Also, it is an incredible platform for all the resources that HESA has to offer for student body at large. One of them is the update that I bring to you, that I'm working with the CEO of Pearl, which is an external platform that was launched during our last assembly. I gave you a little bit of the update. It is actually launched already, and I wanted to let you know that it's basically a very informative platform. It's an external resource, and it is led by the group of integrative health experts and technologists who design personalized science-based health programs transformative and sustainable results. I'm much better speaking myself than reading it, but it's just really important to reiterate that it is science-based and it is an incredible research for every single student to check it out. I'm working directly as this platform with them, as this platform is working with other schools, liaisons and affiliations with Harvard, such as Harvard Medical School. And I will strongly encourage for you guys to check it out right now. However, I'm hoping in the future, maybe update during the next General Assembly for a specific code that will be available to Harvard students only for discounts and specials and just extra support that this platform can provide to us as the entire Harvard student body, which is fantastic from them to do. Quick update on the Psychology Club, as that was mentioned last time, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to appoint my deputy, because she's very adamant about the field of psychology, and both of us are in this field, which is of a personal matter, love and desire to kind of make this larger. It's a bigger problem. I got not really a problem. It is a larger process because there is very extensive process of creating a club at large. I will be honest, and I'm not quite sure if I will be able to finish this matter by the 2 months or 3 months that I have personally left. But the great news is we do meet every Friday at noon. Please reach out to me or Jennifer, my deputy, for the link for this specific event. It is wonderful. Last time we had about 15 people join from IO psychology and just psychology in general. So everybody is welcome. And my last update is just keep an eye on the emails that are sent from HESA and from me specifically, because the yearly survey is coming up and I will be facilitating this survey. So please participate. Every single voice counts, and this is how we can actually tell what things that could be worked on for the next board as they will take over in a short couple of months. Thank you very much, and we'll continue with our General Assembly.
All right, guys. Naomi was not available today. As you know, being a student, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, but she's also our HGC rep and she's doing a lot of work with the clubs. So I will be taking her slides. So some of the things that she's been working on is a database for all Harvard graduate clubs that HES can join. These graduate clubs are typically HGC clubs, which is the Harvard Graduate Council. They're university-wide. So she's kind of bringing that together to bring it to the extension school students. The second thing she's working on is the Professional Women's Initiative, which is going to be on March 6th, March 13th. And the goal is to create a professional women's school-wide student group under HGC. If you're interested in leading this or being a part of this, you should please contact Naomi. Her email is at the bottom of the slide. It's naomioliver@g.harvard.edu. From the HESA clubs, we have the Management and Finance Club that will be presenting today. The Environmental Club will be presenting today. International Relations Club might be presenting today. And if you want to start a new club, please reach out to Naomi. I noticed that Brett just arrived. I think I messaged him before we hand it over to the presidents of each club. I wanted to see if HGC has anything that he'd like to add. So I'm going to unmute Brett for a minute, see if he has anything to add.
Thanks, Jacob. Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, the Harvard Graduate Council is comprised of 2 individuals from each one of the different graduate schools at Harvard, whether it's the extension school or the law school or the medical school or so forth. And they meet every 2 weeks as a full council to talk about issues that are going on for advocacy, or if there's different events that students are wanting to host to invite individuals to. In February, they had what was called the data match event. And so I think that the extension school is very well represented there, where individuals were able to sign up online, take a quiz, and then they matched you with different other folks within the Harvard community that you could then find out who was a good match, whether it was just for you wanting a friend or more. And so I'm the finance chair in HGC, so I've been reimbursing folks for their dates that they've been having virtually. So it was a pretty successful event. Coming up, there's going to be a few more HGC mixers and study break events and mental health sessions that'll take place kind of throughout the rest of the school year. I know for specific issues right now, there's a little bit of agitation, maybe is the right word, just with graduation and making some decisions about whether it's going to be in person or virtual. And so I know that a lot of students are wanting something to eventually be in person. And so that's a big part of the conversations that are being had right now. Our HGC president, vice president, they met with President Larry Bacow this last Friday to talk about student advocacy issues, and then they'll report back on Monday with how those conversations went and so forth. But if there's any specific Harvard issues, please let me know. You can go to if you just Google Harvard HGC, the website will come up and all of our contact information is on there for you to be able to reach out to. Thanks, Jacob.
We also have, sorry, I forgot it, ALB Liaison slide. I think that's Veronica.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to announce that we will be having ALB office hours on Tuesdays, every other Tuesday. So between Kendall and myself will be alternating those hours. So they're from 12:30 till 1 o'clock. Those are my hours for next Tuesday. Come say hi, chat, let me know if you've got any concerns or questions, and I'll be here to listen. Thanks very much.
Excellent. So for the open discussion, we had 2 questions that Nutella, I guess, will kind of answer. So she goes next. Nutella.
So I just wanted to bring a couple of questions that a student brought to my attention, and the first one is what is the reason why some classes at Harvard Extension School, for example, Management 4000, has several professors and some classes do not have a choice of professors? So that question at large is to Harvard Extension School, and what I will encourage every single student, when you actually do meet with your advisor or want to voice your opinion, I think it's really important to reach out to them directly, just so they'll be able to kind of record and hear your concerns. However, on behalf of the students, I did bring up this matter, and but I always feel like it's much better when several people will speak up on this. And I just stated that Management 4000 in particular does have, in fact, several professors, which is wonderful, but there are different classes for admission into various programs that do require different styles that professors can offer to align with various students. So I brought this issue up. They're aware and will continue the work towards it. So you have been heard. The second question is, several students stated that they do not receive emails about HESA events and Harvard Extension School events at large. And they ask how we can help them, where do we go and receive any information on this matter?
Yeah, I can answer that question. So I think it's important for students to know that there are different groups that handle the outreach for specific events. So for example, HES events are managed by the DSO. Events for HGC have their own representative that handles sending out links for those events. Events for HESA are managed by myself and so on and so forth. So I think it's important when you're wanting to attend a specific event that you register. When you register for these events, it will be ensured that you'll receive the link in order to attend. If you do have any issue with receiving these links, it's important for you to reach out to the proper representative. So for example, the CARC has their own events. The person to reach out to for their events can be found on the DCE website. The events for the DSO and for HESA or for HES in general can be found by also going to the DCE website. For HGC, as Brett mentioned before, it's important for folks to Google the HGC or HESA or Harvard HGC website and contact the people who are listed on their website for the proper information that you need. In terms of HESA's events, again, I just really want to stress the importance of registering for these events. Just for a security issue, we're not going to be posting a public link for students to attend events. I think everybody is aware of what's happened on Zoom, where Zoom meetings have been breached for a number of different reasons, not just within, I don't even know if it's been within Harvard, but just overall and in general in the business world. And we just don't want those things happening to our events. So you would need to register for the event in order to receive the Zoom link. And if you ever have an issue with receiving that link, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My email address is syb451@g.harvard.edu. And you can also find my information by going to HESA's website directly. So I hope that answers the questions on that front. But again, it's just extremely important for you to make sure you're registering for these events so that you're able to receive the Zoom links. Zoom links will not be posted, at least from our standpoint, on our social media website, just to ensure the security of these events.
Thank you, Sylvia. And I have last one that is probably directly to you. Is students were asking how they can participate specifically in HESA anniversary event.
Yeah, I would love for as many students that can attend HESA's 20th anniversary to attend. Please, again, register for the event. You can go to HESA's website, register for the event, and this is the way that you'll be able to participate and take part in the celebration. Thank you for asking that question because it's such a huge milestone for our organization, and we would love for as many students as possible to take part. So thank you for asking.
Thank you. With that, it concludes the questionnaire for us.
Thank you guys both for that. I just want to address, as Sylvia just mentioned, we've had some security issues. So due to that, today we will not be accepting any live questions. If you guys still have any questions, please feel free to email any of us at any time. My personal email, if no one has it, is kdowney, D-O-W-N-E-Y, @g.harvard.edu. Thank you.
Excellent, guys. So we will move on to the management club. I believe I have to actually do something here to allow that. One moment. Yasmin, that's you, right? I know we used to work together, so. Okay, all right, let's see. There we go.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having us. I'm Yasmin Gutierrez, president of the Management and Finance Club. We have a couple of updates. We are working on professional events with professors and hopefully an entrepreneur series for the last remainder of the spring term, and also social events around meditation and yoga right before the midterms and finals to get everybody ready in a good state of mind for those events. So please stay tuned. More details are coming soon through our website and through our chats. Jacob, if you can go to the next slide, please. We are in the process of updating our website, so we are looking for technology volunteers. If you are an admitted degree candidate in good academic standing and enjoy editing websites, please, we welcome you. You can contact directly our Director of Technology, Puneet. Her email is on the slide. And also, if you are interested in publishing a relevant research or an article that you've written, either personally or during your tenure at school around management or finance topics, please reach out to us. Check out our website for our process. The process goes through a peer review and then a faculty review and approval, and then it gets published in our website. So for those of you who are interested, don't forget to check out our website. And those are the updates from us. Thank you.
Thank you, Yasmin. Hesek, is that Miriam? Are you presenting for? I will unmute you. Let's see here. There we go.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you guys?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So we have a few initiatives going on. There's a lot going on this semester. So we have a couple of talks on marketing with Professor Murphy. The other one is Peace, COVID, and Sustain, Dr. Sergio Garcia, who's a professor from Spain. And sustainable finance investments with Professor Carlos Vargas, and like the history of HESEC, which Professor George Buckley. We have some things with the newsletter and social media. We are in the midst, we are very understaffed, so we are in the midst of trying to find new people for different positions. So please keep applying. You can find it on our Facebook page or on our newsletter, so my email address as well, so people can look that up. Jacob, do you have the next slide there? Okay, so we're excited because we are actually doing a couple things with Steven Snyder, who does a lot with sustainable finance, and he is organizing the climate change conference, so that's going to be exciting. So we have here, this is a climate change webinar. I believe it's April 1st, but don't quote me on that. And it's all about, it's with primary investors from Jamaica and other places, and it's about pertaining, building resilience in the private sector, and more details to come. So, you know, really excited about that. It's a whole day thing, and there's going to be a bunch of speakers, and it's a webinar with that. So next slide. We're going to have, and this is pending the date, but we're going to have a Netflix watch party, which is with about the Brave Blue World, which is with Matt Damon, and it's all about water conservation. So that'll be really fun. It will be around in spring break. And we're also supporting, there's another, and that's actually with the director of film, which the climate change committee in Harvard are doing, and that's next week, so on Wednesday. So make sure you guys go to that. There's a Facebook page. On our Facebook page, we have some of the details. So, and then the next event that we're doing, which I'm really excited about, is a renowned photographer who has gone to all over the world, and he's basically, yeah, you can see a little bit of that, but you guys can skip that. But basically, that's the trailer. So this is a photographer, Ashley Cooper, and he's going to talk about his book, Images from a Warming Planet, and that's on March 30th. It's really exciting. He's had 15 years traveling to every continent in the planet to document the causes and impacts of climate change. So, and so his work and talking about that, which is, I encourage everyone to come. That's on March 30th. And then finally, we do have some updates that Kat can tell you about, which is, as she has worked as liaison, and there's some really exciting things coming with that, as well as I was also asked by Steven Snyder to say to please, if you guys want to participate in the climate change conference, he's looking for participation from everyone. So make sure you you can contact him through HESEC or through himself. Yeah, and I'll send out some stuff on the Facebook page. So.
Miriam, maybe this is not your slide. This might be the writing club slide. Sorry, our club affairs director is not here today. So does anybody know who this slide is for? Can I maybe have some ideas and I can call on you? Oh, it's Kate. All right, here we go.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I think we lost Miriam for a second. This is part of the Masters in Global Development Practice Program. So since Harvard Extension School created or added this program, there are another maybe 10 to 12 other universities across North America that are also participating in the Masters in Global Development Practice. And then there are also other universities across the planet. So it's a really great cohort. And Jeffrey Sachs has launched a book club, and it's through the Masters Development Practice Program. And so it's just a monthly book club that people can register and join. So it's just one of the events that's new, that's being provided by that program that I thought should be on people's radars. So I wanted to include that.
Thank you. Do we have, yeah, there's the bit link right here, guys. So if you just want to put that into your.
If you go to the back slide, I'm sorry, if you reverse one slide, there's also a link right there. See, yes. Point number 3? Yep, there you are. If folks are interested in learning a little bit more about that.
Thank you, Kate.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you very much. This was great. I just wanted to mention about Matt Damon. He is a graduate of Lowell House. So for those of you that perhaps stayed in Lowell House over the summer, it will be open now. I think for the last 3 years, Lowell House is going through construction. So yeah, this amazing trailer. But regardless, thank you everybody for the work here. Please check out the clubs. They need a lot of leadership. So if you want to take a leadership role, I encourage you to reach out to the clubs. And then obviously, thank you to all of you guys. You know, this is a volunteer gig. You don't get paid to be here. You know, you are extraordinary extension students where you're doing your school, you're doing your work, but you're also participating and actively providing to the community. That just speaks, you know, volumes. And I'm so happy that you guys are all here. So anyways, thank you so much. This concludes our assembly. We'll see you next month.